A very good afternoon. You're watching the Midday News on Rajya Sabha television with me, Aishwarya Kapoor, and these are the headlines. High-pitched campaigning for elections in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Mizoram and Telangana. 613 nominations rejected after scrutiny in Rajasthan. BJP President's roadshow in the state. Party to mark Kamal Deepavali in Madhya Pradesh. President Ramnath Kovind in Australia on first ever state visit by an Indian president to hold talks with Prime Minister Scott Morrison and discuss bilateral issues. Unveiling of Mahatma Gandhi's statue, address to Indian diaspora and overseeing signing of several MOUs, part of his program. United States suspends $1.66 billion security assistance to Pakistan. Move after President Donald Trump's directive following unhappiness that Pakistan was not taking serious steps to address the core US concerns on safe haven for terrorists. Indian Panorama section at the 49th International Film Festival of India from today. Shaji Karun's Malayalam movie Olu is opening movie in feature film category. 26 feature films and 21 non-feature films to be screened in this section. And India play Australia in the first of the 3 T20 matches at Brisbane. Men in blue win toss, elect to field first. Kohli's men favourites having won their previous 7 T20 international series since November 2017. First up, all the election news and updates in Battleground 2018. First up, news from Chhattisgarh, where 71.93% turnout was recorded in the second phase of elections in Chhattisgarh that concluded on Tuesday. And with this, the polling percentage, the total average turnout for Chhattisgarh has been 74.17%. The fate of 1,079 candidates, including 119 women candidates, were sealed in ballot boxes as second phase polling for 72 seats concluded. The first phase of voting in the 90-member assembly was held on 12th of November, where 18 seats in 8 Naxal-affected districts recorded over 76% voter turnout. The counting of votes will take place on 11th of December.
Till now, the information received is that 71.93% is the turnout. In the first phase, the turnout was 76.42% against the turnout which was in 2013, 75.06.
And BJP President Amit Shah will be in Rajasthan today. He will be taking part in a roadshow there in Bikaner in the evening today in support of his party's candidates. He will also interact with the youth in Jaipur in the afternoon. And staying with Rajasthan, the State Election Office on Tuesday rejected 613 nominations of candidates for the assembly polls after scrutiny. A total of 3,295 candidates had filed 4,288 nominations for 200 seats. Nomination process had started on 12th of November and the last date for withdrawing names is Thursday. Remember, assembly polls are due in the state on 7th of December. And in more election news, campaigning for the 28th of November Madhya Pradesh polls continue. UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath addressed a poll rally in Sehor. He counted the achievements of the government, saying that the BJP does not discriminate in development schemes for the people.
आज भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने 15 वर्षों में जो बेहतरीन कार्य मध्य प्रदेश में किए हैं, मध्य प्रदेश के लिए गौरवशाली क्षणों को अपनाने और इससे प्रेरित होकर के पुनः भारतीय जनता पार्टी को यहां पर मौका देने की आवश्यकता है और इस दिशा से आज अपील करने के लिए मैं आपके पास आया हूं। मित्रों, भारतीय जनता पार्टी विकास की योजनाओं में कोई भेदभाव नहीं करती। शासन की कल्याणकारी योजनाएं इस देश के हर नागरिक को पहुंचे, ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी की प्राथमिकता है।
News from poll-bound Madhya Pradesh now. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed 2 election rallies in the state on Tuesday. Addressing a public rally in Jhabua, Prime Minister Modi said that the government is committed to doubling farmers' income and providing housing for all by 2022. He said that his government used the bitter medicine of demonetization to bring back money into the banking system and to give proper treatment to the deep-rooted corruption system in the country. Highlighting the achievements of Shivraj Singh Chauhan government in the state, the Prime Minister said that his government has done in 15 years what the Congress could not do in 50 years. And addressing another election rally in Rewa, PM Modi said that the government is working to fulfill the dreams of the people of Madhya Pradesh.
जो बुद्धिमानी है उसको भली भांति हम समझें और हम भी मध्य प्रदेश में संकल्प करें। और एक जमाना था कांग्रेस वाले ऐसे नारे देते थे, आधी रोटी खाएंगे इंदिरा को लाएंगे, यानी ऐसा ही सिखाया था, भूखे मरो बस हमारा राज बना रहे, यही सिखाया गया था। लोग भूखे मरते रहे, उनको परवाह नहीं रही, उनकी राजगद्दी सलामत रही, यही सिखाया गया था। भाइयों बहनों, हिंदुस्तान में जहां से भी कांग्रेस जाती है दोबारा कांग्रेस लौट करके नहीं आती है। मेरे मध्य प्रदेश में भी उस 55 साल के बुरे हाल किसी भी हालत में मध्य प्रदेश में मत आने दीजिए।
And the BJP in the state will celebrate Kamal Deepavali, and during this the party workers will encourage households in the state to light lotus-shaped earthen lamps. News from poll-bound Mizoram. The Bharatiya Janata Party released its vision document for Mizoram on Tuesday. The party has not won a single seat in the state so far, and it plans to change that this time. Among its promises are rice at 1 rupee a kg, a football field in all the 8 district headquarters, and better road connectivity in the state. Let's take a look at the BJP's vision document in detail and the impact it is likely to have.
The Bharatiya Janata Party is ready for the polls in Mizoram on November 28th. In its vision document for the state, the BJP has made a slew of promises ranging from low-priced rice to better road connectivity to bringing Mizo language under the 8th schedule.
Friends, we, the BJP, are committed to the welfare of the last man in the state, in Mizoram.
With road connectivity emerging as a major issue in the state, the BJP in its vision document has promised to do something about it within 6 months of coming to power. The party also unveiled a plan to bring more trade opportunities to the state. The party also promises voters rice at 1 rupee per kilo and a football field in all 8 district headquarters of the state. The demand to include the Mizo language in the 8th schedule of the constitution has been a long-standing one. BJP has promised to fulfill this demand.
We are promising them, the poor people of the state, rice for 1 rupee per kg. We are committing to make the Mizo language a part of the 8th schedule of our constitution, friends.
Releasing the party's vision document in Aizawl, Ram Madhav also expressed the BJP's commitment to uplift the last man in the state. With a special focus on the youth, the party has promised to build engineering and medical colleges in the state and also create more employment opportunities.
Through Prime Minister Modi's programs and initiatives, we are committing to the people, youth of Mizoram, that we will be able to give 10,000 new jobs every year. In the next 5 years, the youth will get a minimum of 50,000 jobs in the state.
The BJP manifesto talks about all-round development in all sectors. It also promises to amend the Congress's flagship new land use policy to benefit more people and also to provide better rehabilitation to former Mizo National Front rebels who gave up arms. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And Congress President Rahul Gandhi addressed election rallies in poll-bound Mizoram on Tuesday. Rahul Gandhi highlighted the 10-year rule of the Congress government and said that the economy of the state has progressed a lot, with the per capita income of the people having almost doubled during this period. Congress is looking to retain Mizoram, where election to the 40-member assembly will be held on 28th of November.
At the national level, there is an ideological fight taking place between the BJP, RSS and the Congress Party. The Congress Party says that India should be ruled by its people. Different ideas, different languages, different cultures, different people should be allowed to express themselves in this country. On the other side, the RSS BJP believe that one idea should be imposed on top of India. They want to destroy the culture, the language, the expression of the different people of India.
And in Telangana, over 1.6 lakh employees and 30,000 policemen would be deployed for election-related work. The state goes to polls on 7th of December. The chief electoral officer of the state said that 20% of the workers should be in reserve to be used in case of emergency. Employees from banks and public sector undertakings would also be involved in the polls as observers. 3,583 nominations were filed by the candidates belonging to various political parties, and the scrutiny of the nominations is on. The state has 2.8 crore people enrolled in the voters list. Meanwhile, Telangana Rajya Samiti Lok Sabha member Konda Vishweshwar Reddy quit the party on Tuesday. Let's get to some other news now. 67-year-old senior Congress leader M.I. Shanwasa passed away early morning today after a prolonged illness. The Member of Parliament, who represented the Wayanad constituency twice in the Lok Sabha, breathed his last at a private hospital in Chennai. Shanwasa had undergone a liver transplant on 2nd of November. Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, along with senior Congress leaders and former Chief Minister Oommen Chandy, have expressed their condolences over Shanwasa's demise. The Kerala Pradesh Congress Committee working president is survived by his wife, a son and a daughter. And in Midday News, time for a very short break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, नमस्कार।
Coming straight from the heart.
शायद ही कोई भारतीय हो सकता है जिसको हमारे सेना के जवानों पर गर्व न हो।
An innovative approach to reach citizens. A platform for the exchange of ideas that transform society and challenge mindsets. As Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Mann Ki Baat approaches its 50th broadcast, we bring you special coverage of the milestone, right here on Rajya Sabha TV.
News on the job creation front. According to the latest EPFO payroll data that was released on Tuesday, job creation has more than doubled in September as compared to the last year same month. At 9.73 lakh in September this year, it is more than the double as compared to 4.11 lakh in the same month last year. Now, this is the highest monthly additions since September 2017. The data also showed around 79.48 lakh new subscribers were added to social security schemes of the Employees Provident Fund Organization from September 2017 to September 2018. This indicates that these many jobs were created in the last 13 months. The lowest number of 2.36 lakh subscribers were added to the EPFO schemes in the month of March this year. And during September this year, the maximum number of 2.69 lakh jobs were created in the 18 to 21 years age group, followed by 2.67 lakh in the 22 to 25 years age bracket. And now let's move on to our special story on Mann Ki Baat, as Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to deliver his 50th radio address to the nation. It began 4 years ago in October when Prime Minister Modi started engaging with people through this medium. And since then, it has sparked social transformations in several fields, with Prime Minister Modi taking up social issues in the program. Today, we take a look at how Prime Minister Modi's endorsement to Khadi spun a massive success for this cottage industry.
Khadi. Till a few years ago, it was considered the fabric of the politician. Result, demand was restricted and weavers earned little. It wasn't as if Khadi had no place in modern fashion. All it needed was a powerful endorsement. It got all that and more in Prime Minister Modi's inaugural Mann Ki Baat address.
आपके परिवार में अनेक प्रकार के वस्त्र होंगे, अनेक प्रकार के फैब्रिक्स होंगे, अनेक कंपनियों के प्रोडक्ट होंगे. क्या उसमें एक खादी का नहीं हो सकता क्या? मैं आपको खादीधारी बनने के लिए नहीं कह रहा हूं. आप पूर्ण खादीधारी होने का व्रत करें, ये भी नहीं कह रहा हूं. मैं सिर्फ इतना कहता हूं कि कम से कम एक चीज, भले हैंडकरचीफ हो, भले घर में नहाने का तौलिया हो, भले हो सकता है बेडशीट हो, तकिए का कवर हो, पर्दा हो, कुछ तो भी हो. अगर परिवार में हर प्रकार के फैब्रिक का शौक है, हर प्रकार के कपड़ों का शौक है, तो एक ये भी तो होना चाहिए. और ये मैं इसलिए कह रहा हूं कि अगर आप खादी का वस्त्र खरीदते हैं तो एक गरीब के घर में दिवाली का दिया जलता है. और इसलिए एक आध चीज, और इन दिनों तो 2 अक्टूबर से लेकर करीब महीने भर खादी के बाजार में स्पेशल डिस्काउंट होता है, उसका आप फायदा भी उठा सकते हैं. एक छोटी चीज, और आग्रहपूर्वक इसको करिए. आप देखिए गरीब के साथ आपका कैसा जुड़ाव आता है, उस पर आपको कैसी सफलता मिलती है.
The Prime Minister's appeal had the desired effect. Demand for Khadi skyrocketed. Sales that averaged 6.62% from 2004 to 2014 topped 31% between 2015 and February 2018. Increasing sales boosted production. From 6.52% between 2004 and 2014, production rose 26.42% from 2015 to February 2018. The industry employed more people. In the last 4 years, Khadi created 18,38,000 new jobs.
इन 4 सालों में KVIC ने लगभग 400 नई खादी इंस्टीट्यूशंस को जन्म दिया, 319 कॉमन फैसिलिटी सेंटर्स बनाए और लगभग 32,000 चरखे और 6,000 लूम्स को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया अपने खादी आर्टिकल्स को.
The fashion industry also took note of the Prime Minister's appeal. Khadi kurta jackets became popular among the youth, selling 1,400 pieces every day from 7 centers. Khadi yoga kits worth 3.35 crore rupees have also been sold. From 87 crore 77 lakh rupees between 2004 and 2014, Khadi exports have gone up to 2014 crore 75 lakh rupees in 4 years, an average increase of 133.28%.
People are coming here all the time, जो कि यहाँ पे खरीद करते हैं पूरे तरीके से और अप्रिशिएट करते हैं, क्योंकि इस जैसी क्वालिटी के किसी और जगह पर नहीं मिलता है. यही तो एक बात है यहाँ पे खादी में, तो सबसे बड़ी बात यही है.
कपड़े भी खादी के बहुत अच्छे हैं. तो लोकल लोगों को ही जाते हैं पैसे, उसके ऊपर से फैब्रिक अनपैरेलल्ड है ऑलमोस्ट. जैसे अभी यहीं पे इसी शॉप में इतनी वैरायटी है, रेडीमेड क्लोथ्स, साड़ीज, कुछ भी.
Not just self-reliance or assistance for weavers, the Prime Minister combined Khadi with fashion, giving a unique slogan, Khadi for the nation, Khadi for fashion, elevating wearing Khadi to the task of nation building. With inputs from Leena Sharma, Bureau Report for Rajya Sabha TV.
On to some other news. President Ramnath Kovind is in Sydney for the second leg of the visit. This is the first visit by an Indian president to Australia. Ramnath Kovind will meet Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison during his visit. Kovind will also unveil a statue of Mahatma Gandhi and also address the Indian diaspora in Sydney. The president is also scheduled to address the Australian Financial Business Review. This is Kovind's first visit to Southeast Asia and to the ASEAN region as president. And earlier today, the president paid tributes to fallen soldiers of Australia at Anzac Memorial at Hyde Park in Sydney. He witnessed the Gallipoli niche, which highlights the Sari Bear battle and the Krithia battle, in which Australian soldiers fought along with the Indian soldiers in First World War in Turkey. President Kovind is on the second leg of his visit after wrapping up his trip to Vietnam. And India and Singapore on Tuesday signed agreements and agreed to deepen bilateral cooperation in defence and regional maritime security and renewed the pact to conduct joint military training and exercises in India. The decision was taken at the third Defence Ministers' Dialogue, where Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman held talks with her Singapore counterpart in Visakhapatnam. The two countries agreed to step up intelligence and information sharing, particularly in the areas of maritime security and counter-terrorism, and expand collaboration on submarine safety and rescue. Both the ministers agreed on the importance of international cooperation in tackling transnational security threats and, in particular, measures to collectively tackle the threat of terrorism. Sitharaman also affirmed India's full support and active participation in the regional security architecture of the ASEAN Defence Ministers meeting and its many initiatives. Atop international news now, the United States has suspended $1.66 billion in security assistance to Pakistan after President Donald Trump's directive. The Pentagon's statement came days after President Donald Trump said that Pakistan does nothing for the United States. He had alleged that the Pakistani government had helped Al-Qaeda chief Osama bin Laden hide near its garrison city of Abbottabad. The blocking of military assistance to Pakistan, which began in January this year, is a strong signal of American frustration. Ties between the United States and Pakistan strained after Donald Trump, after announcing his Afghanistan and South Asia policy in August last year, hit out at Pakistan for providing safe havens to agents of chaos that kill Americans in Afghanistan. He had warned Islamabad that it has much to lose by harboring terrorists. In September, the Donald Trump administration had cancelled $300 million in its military aid to Islamabad for not doing enough against terror groups like the Haqqani network and the Taliban active on its soil. Moreover, US President Donald Trump has reiterated that the $1.3 billion in aid to Pakistan will remain suspended until the country acts against militant safe havens inside its territory. And in more international news, the UN Environment Chief Eric Solheim resigned on Tuesday after receiving a final audit of his official travel. A draft of the report found that he had travelled for 529 out of the 668 days audited, spending $5 lakh with no regards for rules. His globetrotting raised accusations that he showed little regard for the environment and efforts to reduce carbon emissions generated by air travel. The UN's Office of Internal Oversight Services had questioned the need for such extensive travel by Solheim. Now, UNEP's Deputy Director, Joyce Maisuya of Tanzania, will temporarily replace him. All the sporting action now. First up, news from the boxing field, and Mary Kom became the most successful pugilist in the Women's World Championships history by assuring herself a 7th medal on Tuesday, while 3 more Indians reached the semi-finals to be assured of their maiden medals. Mary Kom defeated China's Wu Yu 5-0 in the 48 kg category quarterfinals to enter the last four stage and be assured of at least a bronze medal. Also, Lovlina Borgohain, Sonia Chahal and Simranjeet Kaur, part of India's young brigade in the boxing team, also reached the semi-finals to be assured of medals in their debut World Championships. 21-year-old Borgheim beat Scott Kay of Australia, in the quarterfinals in a unanimous decision, while Sonia was a 4-1 split decision winner against her Colombian challenger. Simranjeet Kaur had a difficult fight against Amy Sarah of Ireland, but she eventually won the quarterfinal bout 3-1. With 4 medals assured, India's performance is set to be the best in recent times. The country's earlier best performance ever was 8 medals, including 4 gold that it had won in 2006. And after that, India won 4 medals in 2008, 2 in 2010, 1 in 2012, 2 in 2014, and 1 in 2016. And in cricket news, India play Australia in the first 2020 international of the 3-match series in Brisbane today. India have won the toss and elected to field first. India have also won their last 7 T20 international series, while Australia are yet to beat an opponent of note in this format. India beat hosts 3-0 in 2016, the last time they were in the country. And after the T20 series, the two sides will also play 4 tests and 3 ODIs. And the 49th International Film Festival of India began on Tuesday in Panaji in Goa. Day 1 of the 49th edition of the festival was high on Bollywood star power, with the emphasis on sports as a nation-building exercise and strengthening India's ties with Israel, which is this year's country of focus. And this year, Israeli filmmaker Dan Wolman was honoured with a Lifetime Achievement Award, whose filmography includes movies such as An Israeli Love Story and Roman Czar, among others. The IFFI will also pay homage to Shashi Kapoor, Sridevi, M. Karunanidhi and Kalpana Lajmi, among others. The Indian Panorama section opens at the festival today. It features as many as 26 feature films and 21 non-feature films. Shaji Karun directed Malayalam movie Olu is the opening movie in the feature film category. In the non-feature film category, Karvas, directed by Aditya Suhas, opens the section. The opening ceremony was held at the Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Stadium in Bambolim. So take a look at a few glimpses of the colourful ceremony as I take your leave. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.